Anyone who tells you that you need to get your emotions in check, well, they don't realize that's really what we're here for. We came as souls to feel it all, to experience a wide array of emotions on both ends of the scale, from fear to love. Not just once, but many times. This isn't our only trip around the sun or our only human body we've ever had. We've done this before. Maybe just a few times for some or hundreds for others. But each time you come with a purpose, and it's always around love. Our greatest challenge, and definitely what my life path has been all about, is learning to love ourselves unconditionally when no one else shows you that kind of love. Many of us are on this journey, and it's not meant to be a cruel one. It was specifically designed, in part by you as a soul before you came, to force us to find that love within ourselves. To love ourselves in the way we need to be loved when we feel endlessly empty and unable to find love in others. It's because you were meant to love yourself first. It's not a selfish thing. It's about coming back to your heart. It's about healing yourself and all the human wounds and suffering. And it's about connecting with your spirituality, your creator, and your divine team. Developing new beliefs and understanding the deep, unconditional love from whence you came. It opens you to love at higher levels, to heal and open your heart fully. And when you do that, you will not only change your life, but the life of so many others. Love really will change your life when you start with you and love yourself harder. That's a powerful heart you have. It's divine. Let's talk about that today. Why we are here, and how we will change the world with our hearts. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Alchemy of Manifestation Podcast. I'm Jen Tammy at the Wheelhouse Project, and we are going to talk about how that sweet heart of yours is going to help you create the life of your dreams. Really, there are two clear avenues you can take in human form. One is fear, and one is love. Mind you came to experience both, and the road will cross back and forth between both of them through your lifetime, and even moment to moment sometimes. But the fact is that you are love. You came to learn how to lift yourself, and the entire planet really, out of the darkness of fear, to come back to love. Because love is who you are as a soul, and your soul is just temporarily connected to this human body through your heart to experience the dark, the fear, the pain, to forget for a while where you came from, and to learn to follow your own intuition, your own heart, and the divine guidance all around you to bring you back to love. Why would you want to do that? It's because back home on the higher planes where your soul exists, there is no darkness. There is only love. We are expanding our range, if you will. We are learning the full range of emotions and about how important love really is. That it changes everything. That it is everything. It conquers every bit of darkness, always. But not remembering who we are and where we are from, we can get lost in the darkness. We can be drawn to the fear. We can feel unworthy and inadequate. We can take on our own beliefs of lack, of guilt, of shame, of feeling less than love. We can end up in a really dark place. The messy part is, and something that is apparent on our planet right now, is what fear in mass can do. It can wreak havoc for sure. It can create things like disease, war, leadership and ego with control issues, mass poverty, and so much more. Fear leads to separation, inequity, finger-pointing, control, so many things. Love is seeing we are all the same. Souls here for a short-term experience to learn and grow and bring love to themselves and others in some way. Even if how that is happening isn't apparent to the eye, it is all love. It's when we compare, become insecure, get jealous, grow hateful and unforgiving, become depressed, feel unworthy, worry about our future, we feel isolated or feel less than in some way. These are all things we need to find our way out of, to work through and come back to love. It all comes back to starting with ourselves, to healing our own hearts, to finding love, compassion, forgiveness, and ultimately acceptance and respect for ourselves. Because when we find that love in our own hearts, we are tapped into our soul, to our divinity, to the love on the other side that has always been there for us. And when we can find that for ourselves and work through the healing of our own journey in this human life, we can clearly see that we are all on our own journeys. We are all beautiful souls in human bodies for now, learning and growing. And we know based on our own journey that it's not easy. And we can have compassion for those who are still in the struggle, who haven't found their way back to love. And we can send our own love out for the good of all, because we have tapped back into that well of endless divine love in our own hearts. And this, my friends, is what will change the planet. This is what will change humanity forever. If we can come back to love in our own lives and live from a place of love, everyone is affected by that energy. It lifts everyone and everything around you. Your energy literally affects everything, and it is not contained in that little body of yours. It travels to the far reaches of eternity and affects everything. So imagine what you could do just for humanity if you come back to love. Our energy is creating constantly. Our day, our life, our world, you create with your thoughts, your beliefs, your words, and your actions. And typically, you create from fear, or you create from love. Mind you, this will not likely be an overnight change for you, but if you can, through self-love, start to shift the balance to bring in more love, things will start to shift for you in your life. I know I've talked a lot about your divine guides working to keep you on path with your life plan, and when you start to move towards love, you certainly open the door for them to bring you more. For you to move towards the good stuff you had planned for this life. Mind you, there will be growth and lessons along the way, and the path may not always be clear, but it will move you in a better direction. You will open the door to new opportunities for yourself at a higher level, to things and people that energetically vibrate at the level that you are now at. My guides lead me every single day to people, to places, to moments where I'm clearly either there to raise the vibration or to be lifted myself by someone or even an animal who is pure energetic love. I was led to a small boutique the other day where I didn't intend to buy anything, but I felt drawn to the place. I ended up with an armload of things, and as I was checking out, the owner came out from the back. A beautiful older woman who was pure love. She came right over and began to hug me, and it was hard to let her go. She was rather magical. You could feel the love. Needless to say, I'll be buying more from her in the future. Her energy is absolutely magnetic to me. Such a lovely soul who is so in her heart. May we all vibe this high. Really though, everything you see in our world that needs to change will change in a positive way through love. Not resentment, not hate, not jealousy, not anger, not fighting for anything. It will change through love. When we can all shake off the human fears and the general smallness of being human and see that we are all divine, we are all love, and we are all creating everything. When we come back to that and live from a place of love for ourselves and for others, everything will change for the better. You may ask, why do I have to love myself first, though? Because otherwise you haven't truly come back to your heart. You are still living in your human ego, in fear, in trauma and drama, in anxiety and insecurities and lack mentality, and you aren't really happy. You aren't vibing high. You aren't shining your light. You haven't even found it yet. To love yourself as the divine loves you, not in ego, but in compassion, forgiveness, honesty, and vulnerability, is the path to your awakening. It is the path to your light, to your heart. It is how you open the well of love so you can shine it out for all. If you're still filled with fear and unworthiness, you'll be trying to fill yourself up off of the love of others or of things or achievements, and you will always feel empty and unsatisfied. afraid of losing the love that you feel you're getting from outside of you because you feel worthless without it. It's a dark and empty place and completely unjustified. You have all the divine love in the world you could ever need. It's only the fearful human beliefs that have told you otherwise. Let your divine team help you to find that love, to lead you there. It's there, I promise. Your divine team are other souls, not currently in human form, or who have ascended to higher levels and are no longer incarnating as humans. You have a team, and you have not only met them, but you're close to all of them. You know them and love them, and you trust them to help you get through this lifetime and achieve your goals in learning and growth on your mission here, all around love. It's about coming back to that, growing your spirituality, awakening to see that you are more than just a human and that there's so much beyond what you can see. To start to see the bigger picture, to stop trying to control everything and realize that you will always be shown the next steps, the lessons, the healing, the right direction, and the love. My divine team shows me every single day how much I am loved through a number sign that I have designated for them, 33. They show me 33 all day long, mostly on the clock when I feel drawn to look at it. They're even hilariously funny and have me cracking up a lot. This week I was saying a Tosha Silver prayer that I really liked and had been saying daily for a few months. It starts out, "Change me, God." And this day, as soon as I said that, my phone started to ring. And my ringtone, "Don't change." I laughed and said, "Okay, I guess I'm done with that prayer." I took it off the wall and threw it away, laughing the whole time. They are too funny. And while I'm slightly off track here, I'm really not, because it's all part of seeing that you aren't here hanging out on this giant blue marble all by yourself. You're surrounded by souls that love you. You are here to learn and grow, and you need to wake up and come back to love. You need to stop focusing only on the day-to-day issues of life. You need to come back to the big picture. We need you to find your way back to why you are here. We need you to wake up. You need to find your way back to the divine love in your own heart and align your life with it. So how can you begin? You can start so many different ways and certainly follow your own path here too, always. But I would highly suggest that you start to develop a relationship with your divine guidance team and just start to research that a bit more at least. I would spend some time getting quiet, going for walks without your headphones, sitting in quiet, maybe doing breath work, sipping your coffee as you sit outside in silence. These quiet times are opportunities for divine downloads, as I call them, or insights from your team. But you can also find ways to have constant communications. And it can be as simple as agreeing to a number that means something to you, that they can show you that you're on the right path. But I would tell you to just start paying better attention. Show them you're looking for their communications. When you suddenly feel drawn to listen to a song, see if the lyrics are significant. When you have an impactful dream that you remember, see what insights it brings you. Or when you hear a sound like a text message tone when you're thinking something, notice what you were thinking, as they may be confirming your thought. This is part of reconnecting with the other side, helping them to lead you. You will feel the love and the beautiful relationship you have with them the deeper you go with this. Their communications will always be positive and loving too. So if you get anything negative, you're not connecting with them, or you're twisting it with your human mind. Look for the positive and the love in every message. I have learned to look for the lessons in absolutely everything now, and I'm thrilled to say that they make it very clear. I found a penny on the ground the other day and put it in my pocket, a beautiful sign of abundance. Later on, I was coming home from somewhere and found another penny outside my apartment. I went to put it in the same pocket with the other penny and found that the first one was gone. I immediately saw the message. Don't worry if you lose money or just have to spend it. It will always come back to you. Trust, we've got you. It was about staying in the flow and abundance mindset, not clinging to money or anything really. Trusting that you're always provided for, beautiful, and in alignment with all the messages they've been giving me lately. Okay, so that is how you can reconnect with your spirituality, your divine team, and be guided on your journey. But how about loving yourself? Where can you begin there? I would invite you to start to notice and observe where you could be more loving toward yourself. From the words you speak, to the thoughts you have, to the way you treat your body. We need to start to appreciate these beautiful bodies we were given temporary use of, that were designed perfectly for this lifetime, and everything we were meant to do and to learn. They are a divine gift, a learning vessel, and they should be treated with the same appreciation and respect we have for the divine. Truly, they are not ours. They are a gift. So was your human mind. While it challenges you with fear and tries to protect you in human belief ways, you can lovingly redirect it to new beliefs, to loving thoughts, and to a more positive outlook. The biggest part of your journey of learning and growth is staring you in the mirror, to be honest, to work with the human body and mind you were given. It is not yours as a soul, because you are not a body. You are light. But you need to love the body and mind you were given for this human journey you are on. That is the ultimate journey back to love the one you're with, your own body and mind, to really come into full union with it, not fighting it, but loving it for its beautiful uniqueness and originality, for all it brings to grow you in this lifetime, especially all its challenges and imperfections that you need to learn to love. This is true unconditional love. This is divine love. To love yourself, body, mind, and soul, because it all needs to work together to come back to love while in human form. You will return to be just your soul again after this lifetime, back to light and love. But while you're here, you not only need to work with what you've been given and agreed to before you took it all on, but to love it, to be grateful, to find joy, and to love who you are and the journey you are on, even with all the challenges along the way. So start small if you have to. A few affirmations, a prayer to learn to love yourself more, maybe a few more veggies, a walk in the park, a calming meditation. Whatever it is, do what honors you, your body, your mind, and your soul. Find ways to do things that align all three in love. Nourish yourself in all three areas. Find what lifts your vibration, makes you feel lighter and happier, and fills your heart in positive ways. There are so many things you can do to move towards self-love, but it's especially important to see the big picture, the why of it all. To understand that it's part of your journey and that it will not only change everything for you in a positive way, but the entire planet and beyond. Because your love is everything. One more soul in human form bringing love to this planet? Well, that will honestly change everything for the better. It's huge that you understand this, and even more important that you start to move in that direction in bigger ways. Everything depends on it. Your mission is moving from fear into love, and that starts with you. What a beautiful life you will create for yourself, and what a beautiful planet this will be when it is lifted by the energy of love. Much love to you on your journey, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. Please subscribe to the podcast and check out all of our other resources, videos, blogs, and more at thewheelhouseproject.com. Remember to sign up for our email list while you're there. And also check us out at The Wheelhouse Project on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest.